Politricks, but this is Sir P. Now, we've done it again. Jamaica has hit the 1,000 murder mark. And this time, we do it before August even done. Yes, this video is dropping on the last day of August, and Jamaica has already surpassed 1,000 murders for the year 2022. Who knows where the tally is going to end? But we can talk about a couple murders that led up to the 1,000 figures and then break down the JCF stats surrounding these murders. We can start with a lady by the name of Chevelle Lewis. She come from Central Village. Right. She work at a gas station in Portmore. Eyewitnesses report 87s pull up on a bike, ride on the pillion, and this is a direct quote, in less than 5 seconds she was dead. You can go read the article for yourself on the Gleaner. They're telling you how fast them things that happen in a real life. By the time people hear the bike, kind of the bike them load, bike ride up, I guess she not a reason to feel like she's in a danger, so bike ride up right on her, shoot her, and kill her. Man them gone. Before people could even dial off the number, before them could even call police, she was on the ground, dead. So, people from the community are confused because she's not known to be at odds with anybody. As me said, this lady work at a gas station, right? Just get up, go work like any other day, but this time she did not return to her 2 children then. Yes, she's a mother of 2, so you know that guy already. But she have a brother who is a well-known 87, and the last time I checked, he's currently behind bars. But that don't mean nothing, because you know that guy already. Man, they in a jail of war, man they out jail and a war, man they road, who knows? At this point, as I say, the whole community is confused. But because of who our brother is, people kind of look in that direction. Mother of 2, cut down just like that. Just yesterday, did the video, and the gas station attendant, she turned around, gun in her face. Just like that. It don't take much to lose your life. In the first instance, that lady only get robbed. This time, this lady was also robbed, but of her life. And her children are robbed of their mother. And you know it already? The fact say people that talk about mother of 2, it sound like a she alone. When people talk like that and you hear them say, boy, all the pitting them are going to manage, and you hear a mother of boss say she have to look after pitting them now, you know say, a she alone. Very, very unfortunate. If we get any more information as to actually what went down, then I'll cover this again. Because, you know, some talk about Central Village regular, and it's a place where have the ability to go from 0 to 100 real fast. And when murders like this happen, especially if it's a case where you can't catch Quark and catch him short, you know there's going to be retaliation and people have got the same attitude and it's going to spiral out of control. So we'll keep an eye on this one. The next thing we want to talk about, the next murder that build up to the 1,000 mark is of a homeless man, Lionel Johnson. This man lose him life near Hero Circle. Guess how the man lose him life? Them light the man on fire. Them light the man on fire and he died as a result of his burns. So you know say a serious burns we're talking about. Attacks on the homeless community in Jamaica are starting to make the news far too frequently. One thing one time, you hear say 2 87s a war and one invade one community and the next one go retaliate. We know say that is the nature of badness. 2 star gangs are try to kill each other and some of them are try to show how wicked them be and how the man they kill them brother so they want to make an example out of him and all kind of things. It's kind of easier to wrap your head around. But when somebody who is homeless lie down on the street side and go in bed at night time, get light and fire, people see flesh a burn, ball out, police look and see man, carry him to hospital, too late. I can't even make sense out of this. I see them put out a reward for information. 500,000 reward. It's a good look. Because whether it's homeless or full of homes, it don't matter. We cannot have a society where things like this happen willy-nilly. We cannot have a society when the most vulnerable, right, get treated like this. Light a man on fire. No man, them you can take this thing for a joke. Being set on fire have to be one of the worst ways you can lose your life. At least with a gunshot it's sudden. At least with car crash and them thing there, it's often sudden. But light on fire, I hope the security forces find out how. No, one could argue that cases are barely solved when there's somebody who have whole heap of family and friends and popular, much less a homeless man. I mean, the odds are against anything coming out of this, but still, we have to do better. We have to do better. People have to come forward and talk with them now because this can't go so. Like the man on fire. You see, I find it really strange now. All these groups that claim they love the poor, love the disadvantaged, you know. Things like this happen and it's almost like them phone not work. How much more disadvantage can you get than a homeless man on the streets of Kingston, Jamaica? I mean, surely this is the ideal case where people, you know, your favorite activist groups, should be raising your voice in concert, as Ombre would say. But they're missing. I mean, only a few groups are dedicated especially to the homeless community. Me see, make a statement here and there, but me not talk about them. Me talk about the celebrity activists them. Me talk about the popular activists them. The one that me can't wait to preach to you how much they love people who are downtrodden and how they stand up for who can't stand up for themselves. These people have a lot of voice, a lot of resources, they're missing in action. I guess the story is not interesting enough. Won't get too many likes on social media talking about somebody like KlLLED Johnson. This story, considering how barbaric it is simply not getting the attention it deserves, because these type of things cannot happen in a society that just celebrated 60 years of independence. Them things are not supposed to happen just so in our country that is not going through a kind of civil war, that is not going through an invasion from a foreign force. It's madness. And if you even catch the man them who do this, at them time they are going to see a favorite work to be them jump up and start tell you say, no, don't be too harsh on him. Take time with him, remember say, we need to understand. It's funny how when it comes on to dealing with the people who carry out these acts, that's when we need to understand. That's when we need to consider. Nobody not consider KlLLED Johnson when he's being set on fire. Nobody not consider when people get them throat cut. But when time to deal with the people who do them things here, that's when them crawl out of the woodworks and start to say, we need to remember and we need to put this into, and then them start pull up on your heartstrings. An act of total savagery. But airy. So now with the 1,000 murders. That's no surprise that we would get there, but August that it been done and we reach 1,000 already. Now I give you some stats. Original PIA who actually listen and pay attention when time the video that them drop. Remember, last year, when I talk about no hindsight now, last year I mentioned 2 police divisions that will get spooky if certain things happen. You remember them? St. James, St. Catherine North. Like you see what the stats them I say now, to reach August. St. Catherine North is currently seeing a 49% increase in murders. Last year this time, there was 67 murders in St. Catherine North. Now, it's at 100. St. James is leading. St. James, last year this time, 108. Now it's 136. 25% increase. No, St. James is actually seeing a decrease starting from about end of June, July them time. So for the last 2 months, St. James have seen a kind of slowdown in murders. Remember, St. James did reach 100 really, really early. Right? And they're 136 now. But nevertheless, St. James and St. Catherine North are the two bloodiest divisions in Jamaica. Remember when time Westmoreland was way out in front? It was Westmoreland and St. James, miles ahead of St. Catherine North. In 2-3 big steps, St. Catherine North gone past Westmoreland now. Westmoreland is now third. Areas like St. Catherine North, Central Kingston, West Kingston, these places see certain drops in murders whenever a bad man quote unquote cool. Sometimes there is no beef going on, sometimes you can't see the beef stirring up, sometimes things jump off. When things are stirring up, it doesn't take somebody who is a master at quantum physics to know say it's only a matter of time before the spark get light and people are going to start dead. And it will trigger the usual kill for kill, somebody are go dead back. St. Catherine North was chilling. Just like how West Kingston is chilling, because West Kingston is seeing a drop in murders. Now if we think that's success, we will see. When on the same division here, having 20% reduction in murders, 30% reduction in murders, if it is not accompanied by convictions and guns being found in large quantities, it is smoke screen. When your leaders and the various groups in the communities who go around and talk to bad man and tell them to cool, telling us say the social intervention program at work, it's unicorn meat. If 100 gang members are in a community and them have 100 rifles and them just stop fight for whatever reason, but they still have those weapons and they still have those 87s, that is no success, because it only take one little spark and the war will kick off again and you're right back to square one. St. Catherine North just shown you that. Only thing said, the place just cool, so only thing said there's some kind of global peace treaty between 87s and St. Catherine North. I wonder if you don't know how Spain Town serious. I wonder if you don't know the Spain Town gunman them only need 1 month if you go from peace and quiet to hell and powder house. And notice, as more and more men come out for the Klansman trial, murders are increased. The same man them up on the trial, touch about the streets and start killing already. This is on top of the one order, Thomas and them and the war. And I'm telling you this right now, based on how murders are turned up in a St. Catherine North, where the man them will beat the trial already, if the rest of them touch back the road, at them time they're not going to see murder division. I'm calling it from early. The Klansman them will beat the trial already, and the man them is still up on trial now. If any of them walk, you're going to see enough of them end up back in a jail for murders or dead. So the top 5. So right now the top 5 deadliest divisions in Jamaica. Number 1, St. James. Number 2, St. Catherine North. Number 3, Westmoreland. Number 4, St. Andrew South. Yes, St. Andrew South is getting interesting again. And number 5 is St. Catherine South. There's only one parish in Jamaica that is still in single-digit murders, and that is Portland. But that's no surprise at this point. So big up Portland. I'm telling you already, says a different culture, a different world in that parish, and the people them refuse to give up on them parish. The people them refuse to end up like many of the other divisions in Jamaica. But despite all of this, let us focus on what really matters. And it's the fact that Jamaica is still very appealing to foreigners. That is what really matters. Who cares that the locals are dying in record numbers on top of murder charts. What's really important is how foreigners view us. And as long as they keep turning up and buying jerk chicken, then alright man. Anyway, Patreon squad, be open yourself. Yeah, you don't know, more life. Ultra squad, stay circling. Bless.